Hey y'all, I'm in here in the mudroom and the mudroom bathroom, and I have already got all the tile laid. You can see it behind me. And today I'm gonna be grouting it. All right, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna make sure all the grout lines are pretty clean. Like right here, this is sticking up past the tile, so we wanna get that out of there because if it sticks up past the grout, it looks really ugly. So I'm gonna be using a 5-in-1 tool. Be very careful because you could scratch your tile. So I'm just going to be very careful and try to stay in the joint and not touch the tile too much. And I'm just going to scrape that down so it's not sticking out anymore. Let me switch hands. So it's not too difficult to knock those down. And then very lightly, I'm going to just barely touch that to get that off. Alright, so that looks pretty good. I got it down so it won't be sticking up anymore. So I'm just going to go around and check all of them and make sure they're clean. There's a few little pieces there that I probably need to get out, maybe over here. So I'm just going to go around and do that real quick. Alright, I'm going to be using this sanded grout in the color Pearl Gray. I am going to be following the instructions on how to mix it. Alright, it is mixed up and ready to go. Alright, I have my grout, I have my rubber float, I have 2 clean sponges, and 2 buckets of clean water. Alright, when you first start and you're mashing the grout into the grout lines, you want to start with a low angle, like that. So a low angle. That way the grout gets pushed into the grooves. Once you get it pressed into the spaces and you want to go and remove the grout from the surface, you turn it up at a sharper angle and then you press it, and that's going to remove a lot of the grout.
Good color.
You like that color?
Yeah.
All right, so we let the grout sit for about 15 minutes. Here, Mike is doing the first wipe down with the sponge. This is mainly just to remove the bulk of the grout and to smooth out the grout lines. We will be wiping it down again a little bit later. When you do this, you want to make sure that you wring out the sponge as much as you can because you don't want too much water on the grout. All right, y'all, I did the first rough wipe down, and that's just to get the bulk of the grout off. Now I'm gonna go back with clean water, and I'm gonna wipe it again. And with this time, you wipe it once, flip the sponge over, wipe it again, then you don't touch it again. And I will keep changing out my water to make sure it's clean. All right, everything is grouted and it has been wiped down twice. There's still a little bit of haze on it, but I will get that cleaned off tomorrow. Everything looks good. Let's get a close-up if I can. All right, and in here, all right, and I did not grout against the tub. Over here against the tub, I am gonna use a matching caulk there, as well as over here, this joint right here in front of the door. I'm gonna use caulk there. And you're not supposed to walk on it for about 24 hours, so I'm going to let it dry. All right, so it's been over 24 hours and the grout is dry. I'm gonna wipe it down one more time just to get rid of the haze that's on it. And then my next steps are going to be sealing the grout and caulking the joint in front of the tub and in front of the door. All right, y'all, the floor is dry from that last cleaning. So now I am getting ready to seal the grout with this stuff. And the instructions say to apply it with a clean rag, let it sit for 3 to 5 minutes, and then wipe it off with a clean white rag. So that's what I'm gonna do. Y'all, this stuff smells really strong. So I have my door open and it's well ventilated. All right, it's been about 5 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and wipe up any excess. All right, that is it. I have it sealed and I have it wiped off. I'm just gonna seal it once. I think that'll be good for the floor. All right, here's a look at it after I have finished grouting it, sealing it, and caulking in front of the bathtub. So I'm pretty happy with how everything turned out. All right, y'all, that wraps up grouting the floor. My next step is gonna be to grout the shower, so stay tuned for that video, and thanks for watching.